It's a building that's meant so much to the city of New Orleans and all of its residents over the years, and our coverage of the NFL has brought us to it, Caesars Superdome. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New Orleans Saints. Jake Elliott is out ready to kick this one away. And here we go from New Orleans. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action in this game.
Invited to the function, I don't go, I got amnesia. I'd rather be in Vegas at the Caesars. My winter out in Josie, not in Bali, cause it's cheaper. For motherfucker, home of the Escobar. More than the trip around the globe with the sucker. Travel like LeBron, I'm a traveling man. LAX out to Baltimore, they landed in France.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Quickly to the air. Here's Shuck. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Here's Shuck. Catch made by Alvin Kamara. And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
There's heat. That blitz coming off the snap. That QB's eyes, you can see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Got a man. Bailey has it. And they're going to down by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
Teammates notice when they got a guy willing to take it on the chin to get rid of the pass. That's a pass that's going to earn a lot of points with the other 10 players, not just today, but when they go back and watch that play on tape.
And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
To throw again here, it's Shuck. Fires right away, but incomplete.
Those windows over the middle, the congestion, just the mass of people. If you're not on time and on target, you're not going to find a completion, especially on that down and distance.
Shuck on 3rd down. Hits his running back. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Offense to the line fast.
And the Saints, 1st down.
Kamara now on 1st and 10. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Taken in by Bailey, right side. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. The Saints get their first look inside the red zone. They've got 1st and 10 right along the 20.
The 20-yard line.
Running behind center with Kamara. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
This offense will take that from their ground game every time. But I know, because I've been around this league a long time, runs like that, they're really hard to come by. It takes everybody, and maybe a little breakdown there on defense, too, to take advantage of.
He's got it. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints finish up an excellent opening series. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. Well, that right there, partner, that is not a team who looks like it is a steep underdog. That is exactly the type of start they needed. You gotta imagine being in their old building might be playing a part in it.
Yeah, and we know that home field advantage really benefits the defense more than the offense. As an offense, you just want to do your part. You want to light the fire and let those fans really let their voice be heard. Should benefit their defense immensely.
From his own end zone, here we go. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes first and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffled around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8. On the draw, it's Barkley. And he'll get him a handful on that run as we've reached the end of the first. That's the end of one here. 7-0 is our score. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They're looking at first down here. It's a screen to Barkley. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner. Took the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
5 still to go here. This is second down. The play clock runs out. This will be a delay. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Certainly happy to have you along. Chase McLaughlin has it on the tee, and off we go here in Tampa. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Jones looking to throw it on the first play. That is incomplete.
Man coverage to start the game, and I expect we'll see a good amount of that. They trust their secondary to hold down the fort and let their pass rushers get home. And that's a good job right on play one.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing Jones. That's to his tight end, Tyler Warren. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now Jones. Throwing over, and it's Taylor on the out route that completes it. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
A gain of 12. First down.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Taylor. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Sometimes your crosses get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. They're going to try and throw. This one completes Alec Pierce. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive.
Real. Done.
On 1st and 10, here's Irvin. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Bucky. Irvin, 36 yards. And the Bucs will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Next to score, Buccaneers 7, Colts nothing. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Able to avoid him. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And his throw here is incomplete. Tyler Warren was the one he was looking for. And now it's second down. Looking to throw. Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
A throw for Pittman is intercepted. Inside the 20. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for Buccaneer TD. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow the touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Hassan Reddick able to drop in that time for his second sack of the evening. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
Yeah, and you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on second and long. Jones. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. Short complete.
Brandon, a good idea there on third down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Fourth down, Jones and the offense stay put. They're going for this. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Baker going to give it to Irving. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
133. Good. Point it right. 180.
Mayfield to throw it. Going across the formation, there's Otten with it. And the Bucs are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead. And part of that can be attributed to their success on third downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this first and goal.
Start.
A run up the middle with Irvin. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Second and goal from the 1.
Six. 180. Up. What's that?
Irvin diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
McLaughlin for the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Bulldozes past him. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
180! Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Regular, regular, regular! Done!
Following the interception, Mayfield. Rifles one, it's going to be intercepted. And the Colts will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So that potentially an important takeaway here in the second quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
To throw again on second down. Jones. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Out of the gun now on third down. He'll let one go deep for downs. Oh, Jones has just thrown his third interception. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Running the toss to Irvin. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
38-yard line.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Real. Good.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Up, 180! Alert, 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 alert! Run. What's that?
They'll throw now on the final play. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Now couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. A nice little juke. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
180! Hey, alert, 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 alert! What's up?
Here's Mayfield. Airing this one out for Evans. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Colts will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one. This defense is just flat getting after it. They've not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And they'll get this one up to about the 39 here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Jones. Near pressure too much. Down he goes. That's Kalijah Cansey in to get him down. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on fourth down tries. They're trying again. Operating from the gun. Jones. And got his man complete. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Jones. That is incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Yaya Diaby, he's the one who got in there. He gets the sack.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Off play action. Jones. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And the Buccaneers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Regular. Alert, alert. Alert, alert. Yes. Hey, alert, alert. Alert, alert. Stop.
Mayfield. This is caught by Evans. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Throwing, Mayfield. And that's complete to Shepard. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Regular. 180. Kings. Hey, alert 33.
Now Mayfield. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Buccaneers 28, Colts nothing. Chase McLaughlin.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Back now in Tampa. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Let's go now. Let's go.
1st and 10, Taylor now to the 43, 2nd down.
But there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And my goodness, another interception. There he goes, right side. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
And they're just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
36, Colts nothing.
throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important. And now here's another interception. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
From the gun, Mayfield. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Mayfield looks to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still got to run it efficiently.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.